I have a bunch of these. I have a whole section on my bookshelf of propaganda books. So this is propaganda front postcards from the era of world wars. And the reason why I like propaganda, like old German propaganda and Russian propaganda and American propaganda, is because there's a system to this. There's a look to propaganda. There's a color palette to it more than anything else. It's a lot of red, black, cream. There's a way people stand, a posture. It's leadership in a way. And so it's marketing at a very, very high level. When you're trying to get a country to do what you want, right? This one, so that one's called The Propaganda Front. Who's it by?
This is by Hennessy and Ingalls.
There you go.
Hennessy and Ingalls.
This one is called The Design of Dissent, Expanded Edition, Greed, Nationalism, Alternative Facts, and Resonance by Milton Glaser and Mirko Ilic. That's kind of a cool name, ILIC. Same thing, just propaganda posters. If you notice too, like Shepard Fairey is very influenced by propaganda posters. His palette is kind of that German, Russian, red, black, cream. But those are good to look at, especially if you're doing any sort of banners online or websites. It's good to look at that. The next one that I have here is we'll do two more. Tom Peters, Reimagine. So anything by Tom Peters is great, but this book is amazing. And it's an easy read. It's the kind of book where you can just pick it up and turn to any page. Go ahead, just pick it up, turn it to a page, and read what you see.
Architectural firms. Yet another stop on my speaking tour in 2001 brought me before members of SMPS, the Society for Marketing Professional Services. Members are concentrated in the architecture, engineering, and construction business. What did I hear? The same Dan story, down to the dotting of the I's and crossing of the T's. I can go on.
Yeah, keep going. That makes no sense.
Architecture is becoming a commodity, an SMPS executive told me. Winners will increasingly become turnkey facilities management providers. They won't provide just drawings or oversight of the construction process. They will provide all that, plus every iota of the service package that could take the entire facility's headache out of the client's hands. In fact, my short SMPS riff leads to a pop quiz. Who is the #1 employer of architecture school graduates in the U.S. in 2000? Tick, 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 your time is running out. And the answer is, according to my SMPS colleagues, Accenture, PSF. Accenture wants to do for turnkey facilities management what EDS did for turnkey IS management.
Made no sense. Did you understand what he was trying to say?
No.
Do you think it was your reading, your delivery? Because my ADD kicked in.
Like in sentence 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not a great book.
Right, just a bad example, possibly.
Yeah, but I did tell everybody that if you open to any page, so could you open to a different page and prove me right?
Yes.
Try it again.
Hold on. Let me look at your eyes. This page. Now we're getting somewhere.
Maybe just read one of the little quotes or whatever, something salacious.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then we'll make this one the last one, my last little nugget.
I like it. So buy-in or bust. It's not just higher-ups and end users you've got to sell to. No, your customers also include fellow project team members and even people who report to you. Barking orders is out. Intellectual capital is in. Providers of intellectual capital are volunteers by definition. Now we're getting somewhere.
I like it.
I do too.
Okay, that reminds me of that. What was that documentary we watched on Netflix about social...
The social dilemma.
You should watch that if you haven't watched it. Get Netflix, social dilemma. It'll scare you to death.
You may delete all of your social media after that.
Except for Christian's evidently going to be a TikTok star.
Right.
Have you thought about doing your jokes on TikTok, or your jokes aren't really for TikTok, right? They take too long?
Yeah, I think that the long ones might be. I mean, you got 30, 45 seconds for a TikTok joke, right? I don't know.
So could you just like do the setup and then the long awkward pause and then the punchline?
What would be funny is to run it over 5 different TikTok jokes and never tell the punchline.
Funny to who?
Just me.
Okay, the last one that I would recommend, and I would recommend consuming these kind of one at a time. You're going to go down an adventure. You could go down the Andy Warhol thing for I don't know, months, easily. Any of this. So this one is going to take you probably 6 months to a year. I don't know if anybody's influenced me more than Dan Kennedy. Maybe. I don't know. I love him. He's grumpy, but he's taught me more about marketing, I think, than anybody. I love his approach. I had somebody watching his videos the other day, and they just hated him, and I didn't understand. So if you don't like grumpy and people that are right to the point, he's not fluff, for sure. Do you remember who hated it?
I do.
Was it you?
No.
Who?
I thought it was great. It was a client.
A client? Why did I give it to a client?
You assigned it to a whole group of clients.
Oh, that's right. Somebody hated it in the coaching group that we were doing. Okay. It surprised me because I personally, I don't know, it changed my life. But Dan Kennedy, any of his books, here's a couple that you can get to kind of dip your toe in the water. Marketing to the Affluent, The Ultimate Sales Letter, Attract New Customers, Boost Your Sales, and No BS Direct Marketing, The Ultimate No Holds Barred, Kick Butt, Take No Prisoners, Direct Marketing for Non-Direct Marketing Businesses.
That's a mouthful.
The Selling to the Affluent one, Marketing to the Affluent, is a great book. He has some courses you can buy on his website. Influential Copywriting is probably his best course. I maybe watched that 10 times in my life. It's old, but it's great. I would buy it and support him if you're going to do it. I think it's like $2,500 or something, but it's worth it. Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.